Bloodline Effect. Acknowledge me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Bloodline Effect. I'm your host, Martina, and I'm here with the incomparable Mitch Kofsky, my co host. How are you doing today, Mitch?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A lot of stuff to talk about. SmackDown is in 56 minutes. Let's get it started.
Absolutely. Yes. So, as we know, we are here going to be talking about the return of the needle mover. The needle mover, the head of the table. Hey, Brooke. Hey, how you doing? Welcome as you come in. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way in to me. My YouTube is Martina Talks Wrestling. Don't forget to subscribe to Mitch as well, and also subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network as well. So, yes, today, as we know, is SmackDown, and at hey Nick, hey Robert, hey welcome y'all. So everybody knows by now, it broke the internet. We have finally, after over 100 days, I can't remember the exact number. I think it was 120 days. We finally
Oh,
have the return of the original, the only tribal chief, the one, the only Roman Reigns. Mitch, how amazed were you at SummerSlam?
I was amazed. I was amazed, especially the fact when I was live streaming the SummerSlam with Nick, StreamYard kicked me out. StreamYard kicked me out. I could not join the watch along, but I still watched it. I still got it. So I'm like, that was beautiful. And now we're getting like, I'll be back for that and everything. It's just like, it's perfect.
Oh yes, very strategic of WWE to not launch that new angle that they. I'm sure everybody saw. It's a different angle that we didn't see on TV.
Yep,
If you
yep, yep.
haven't seen it, and for those listening, like on Spotify, basically to summarize, it's a different angle from what we saw on TV. That you can clearly see Roman mouthing to Cody, "It's only a matter of time," and Cody taps the belt with 3 fingers, very clearly with 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, for wants a third match, and Roman says, "What does he say?" That belongs to me. Like he says that
Yep.
he's mouthing that belongs to me, talking about the title. So I guess that was and very isn't that funny? They just put that out today.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Very clever.
crazy.
Like
I love
we
it. I
I
love it.
know. Yep. We saw fan angles before, like we saw, individual fans who were in attendance, their view, but it was nice that we got like the captions and everything straight from WWE. So they know what it is. They know who the needle mover, they know who gets the ratings, and they know that some people wanted to see Cody versus Roman 3. How do you feel about that, Mitch?
You know, I was thinking about this for like the last 24 hours. Like, why? Like,
Right.
why do we need it? I mean, we're going to get. I feel like it's going to be The Rock and Cody and whatever. I wanted to be Roman and Rock, but we'll just see where it goes. I just don't want Cody again. I don't. No.
I am right there with you. I don't either. I do not want to see that again. Especially if, everyone's saying that Cody's going to have this long reign and they're not taking the title off of him. Well, I don't want to watch Roman lose to him a second time. The first time, so I'm still not over it. A second time, we're not going to make it. So no, I don't think so. I know that match is going to happen at some point, but I don't think it should definitely not be Roman's first match back. I hope that's not what they're trying to say. Because no, I want Roman versus Solo and Roman versus Rock. Let's be so for real. They've deprived us of this match for how long?
Oh my God.
You got to think
Like,
about it, right?
over. It's got to be like. It's definitely over a year. It's definitely
Right.
over that because they've been hinting with that documentary. Remember that documentary they had with Roman and Rock? Like,
Yes.
they've been doing that for God knows how long now.
Yes, and we know that that was the original plan for WrestleMania 40, but the Cody Crybabies stole that from us. If they win again, it would just be a crime to humanity. Absolutely not. I really hope that that does not happen again because once again, it was devastating the first time. Another time is just uncalled for. Oh, and I have a message. This breaking news. Mariah says to say, and I'm not joking. This she actually wrote this down and gave me a note.
Okay.
Tell Mitch that I respect him and we acknowledge him.
Who said that?
My daughter Mariah,
Oh,
the producer
oh, okay.
behind the scenes here,
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
she says
Cheers.
he says he appreciates that. Yeah, she's the producer behind the scenes back there. Yes, we have a 7-year-old producer doing the show back there.
I
Yes,
love
yes.
it.
So yes, okay. So we know that Roman is back. We know that he laid out Solo. Where does Solo go from here? Like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna beg for forgiveness? What's he gonna do?
Solo's gonna act like he's the tribal chief. He's gonna act like he's the new one. It's like fresh breed. We don't need him. We don't need you anymore. It's just like a new thing he's gonna go after. And it's not going to work. Let's just be honest. It's not going to work. Solo's promo skills did get better. Let's not forget about that. His promo
Mhm.
skills did get better. So I honestly cannot wait for the promos between both. I cannot wait now. So I think that's going to be
I
insane.
I agree. I agree. I think that um I don't know how he's gonna play it, but Solo's definitely gonna like come up with some excuse. Hey Dennis, hey Alexander, hello everybody coming in. He's definitely gonna come up with some excuse and he's definitely gonna be Mr. Big Shot. I think it was Brooke that posted something that said like okay, you remember I think it was Money in the Bank when Jay beat Roman like a couple years ago and after the match
Yeah.
he's like screaming and then you get now you got Solo at the end of the match he was screaming and like
Yeah.
looking crazy and she said something like, "Okay, Solo told Roman if you have a problem, come find me." So he came and found you. So what you gonna do now? So I think he is gonna have to either. I think we're gonna have to establish pretty quickly here who from the Bloodline 2.0 is for Solo and who might defect to Roman, which we all think is going to be Jacob. When we say we, I mean me. I think it's going to be Jacob. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out since this is the Bloodline Effect. It's a movement, it's a group, it's a family. What's going to happen tonight? Because I don't know if you saw this, but the order of the show I saw we're
Yeah.
opening with the blonde man. No surprise there, but I'm glad we get him out of the way early so we can get to more important things. And
Yeah.
then we're closing the show out with our team here. So,
Yeah.
what do we see tonight? Do we see Jimmy return? What are they going to do?
I see Jacob Fatu. I see that going like to Roman, like how you were talking about on the wrestling experience with Urkel and Sarah. Shout out to them.
That's
Great time
right.
on that show. But let's just be real. Jacob Fatu is going to be on Roman's side. It's only a matter of time. It's
Oh
only a
yes.
matter of time.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm just curious how soon we'll see that. I think it's it really is just time. I see Nick. Oh, sorry, I was going to
No,
read
you're
on
fine.
Nick. What did Nick
Right
say?
here, right here. Here,
He
there you go.
said the plan with Roman's return as a babyface is to put over Solo and Jacob as even bigger stars than we could ever imagine. And absolutely, Roman is very good at that. I don't feel like Roman gets enough credit that he does bring out the best in people.
Yep.
He look at Jimmy and Jay. They went to the heights of their careers, and they've said this themselves. Like in interviews, they've said that they've gotten to places they did not think they would be able to do. He put on Sammy. He put on so many other people. Yes, Sammy was already a star, but he raises, what do they say, what does he say, the rising tide raises all ships, and it's
Yeah.
true.
Uh
It's
huh.
true. He brings out the best in people. And so yes, with Jacob being as good as he is already, my goodness, what are we going to see on Team Roman? It's going to be insane.
I don't know, but you were thinking about elevating everybody. This goes back. I kind of like bringing this up, and I don't at the same time. Was the promo with John Cena and Roman Reigns. That promo right there, Roman bounced back better than anybody has ever after John Cena buried him to the ground. And he
Yes,
brought out the best in John Cena in that promo. So it's just like, it's going on for like, how long? When was that promo? Like, I
2017, I think.
something like that. It had to be like 7, 8 years. So we're talking about 5+ years of Roman even making the GOAT, my GOAT personally, John Cena becoming even better.
That's absolutely true. Absolutely. And giving him a chance to return too, even though I didn't like it. Him coming back at WrestleMania. People love to say, oh, his reign was too long and he's hogging the titles and yada, yada, yada. But they fail to see all the things that we're talking about right now. They either fail to see
Yeah,
it or they see it and they just don't want to acknowledge him. Um, he put on a lot of people and continues to do so. He has said, his goal was to put on his family, which he does, and there's more coming.
yeah,
As the story continues to develop, I really do think that we've got to also not forget about Paul, Mr. Paul Heyman. I can't wait for that first conversation between him and Roman. Like, are they gonna hug? What is
Oh,
gonna happen when we see Mr. Heyman?
I got an idea. Remember when Solo destroyed Paul Heyman's phone? I
Yes.
think Roman should give Paul Heyman a new phone.
Hmm.
Can you
I,
imagine that?
I like. Look at this. Look at this chat. Y'all are wild in the chat. By the way.
Yeah,
Um, we're
appreciate it.
yeah, I'm gonna just keep going. Anyway, yes, I agree. That would be cool if he gave him a new phone. And remember how on like the one on the back of one phone was like someone. It was one was Roman's logo, and on another one wasn't it the Bloodline logo? Like
Yeah, he had
called
two
Roman
phones.
Reigns.
He had like two phones.
Yes, he did. Um,
Yeah,
and yeah, someone said, I'm trying to keep up with the chat.
go for it.
Um, Nick says, I need them to recreate the first segment. And yep, yes, I agree. That would be nice to kind of run that back. Say it's not a spoiler. Yeah, dude, it would just be so interesting. There's so many things that we know are coming. It's just the pacing and like how are they going to reveal it? How is this going to be a slow burn? Is it going to be, after Raw and seeing, I know this isn't bloodline related, but he's still Samoan, so we'll go for it. With Bronson Reed decimating Seth Rollins, are they going
Ooh,
to go full fire hose and just like throw everything at us tonight and destroy someone from the bloodline? Or are
I
they going to slow burn us?
I don't. I think it's gonna be like a slow thing. I think it's gonna be slow. But I want to bring up Brooks, right? That her name's Brooke. Yes, I got it
Hmm.
right. Finally. All right, Brooke. Thank God, because I don't feel comfortable saying the other name. But with Brooks said here, if you guys remember the Paul Heyman documentary on A&E a couple weeks ago, Paul Heyman actually does everything for Roman. Not even on camera, off camera. I'm talking about meetings. I'm talking about parking. I'm talking about food, reservations. He was acting like his actual manager. And I love that. I love that how it's like not kayfabe. Well, it
Right,
kind of is,
right.
but it's not.
But no, you're right. I was saying his case is not because he's been doing that for the Samoan dynasty, the Anawais and the Fatus for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
So he clearly likes it. Clearly that relationship is working. I don't see it ending anytime soon. But it's just really interesting and I said this on Twitter and I just cannot wait to hear, when Roman gets in the ring, he gets the mic in his hand. I really need him to hit us with an acknowledge me because
Mm,
Solo's been trying to do it. And I will give him his credit. He's been doing his job. He has definitely improved. Him and Damian Priest to me get the most improved awards. They've
yeah.
definitely improved. Doing as well as he could. He did hold it down. And I
Yeah.
do think that he made the Bloodline 2.0 look just as brutal as they were supposed to.
Yeah.
But now that Roman is back as a face, I hope that how are they going to make him look like a strong face? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. But before that, you want Roman to say acknowledge me?
Acknowledge me!
There we go. Shout out to my guy, Cool Cat Connor. He's probably watching the Eagles play right now, but thank you for that again. But
Yes, sir. Thank you.
ooh, yeah, but I think what I want to hear first off, nothing. I just want to hear the crowd. I
Oh,
want to hear the crowd just cheer, just go nuts. That's the first thing I'm looking for.
they're
The
gonna go.
second thing is acknowledge me. That's the
Oh, yeah.
second thing. The
It's going
third,
to be epic.
Paul Heyman. I want Paul Heyman to introduce him. Or
Oh,
I want
yes.
so one is the crowd, two is Paul Heyman, three is acknowledge me.
What do
Done.
they? Cinema.
Oh my God,
I
that word is
love it.
buried. That word
It
is
is.
buried.
But hey, it applies in this case. It applies. I really, you're right. I feel like they're gonna hit him with a welcome back. Like welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah,
Tulsa, like we're really. I know they're gonna be in Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight. Like I'm really trusting them to do the right thing because that crowd on Raw to me was dead. I'm
oh
like,
my God.
hello, are y'all awake? Like, is anybody there? Knock knock. Is anybody home? I really
Yeah,
hope Tulsa better bring it because if this crowd doesn't bring it, the energy is just gonna be, lame. So
yeah.
we know Roman has no problem getting a reaction, so it should be good no matter what.
You know what? I just gotta say this since Earl's here. Remember how I keep on telling you when soon as Roman came back, Earl would start to turn, would start to go to the other side?
Mm-hmm.
I called it from the beginning. I
Mm-hmm.
literally called it. Like,
Oh yes,
come on.
oh yes. Jackie from Twitter, she goes by Forever Lee J is her handle.
Yeah,
Jackie and Brooke and I were always talking about how and this isn't a dig at you, Earl, but it's just everyone eventually you're going to have to acknowledge him, and you're going to have you. He's undeniable. I know they use that for Cody from undesirable to undeniable. No, that's Roman. That's Roman. Up and down, no matter how you spin it, the very people years ago, like you said, in the suffering succotash days, who were like, "Boo, he's a company man and he's
yeah.
overhyped and we don't want him," all that, ratatata, and look at him now. Those are going to be the same people losing their minds, hooting and hollering, throwing up a one, and that's okay. I'm going to get my laughs from it, but I'm still going to say, like we said that y'all were going to do that because
Hmm.
he's undeniable, especially now,
Yeah.
like how is it that I don't know if you caught this during the documentary, but to me this is something that really stood out to me when Cody said towards the end of the documentary. He said, "I thought that once I won the title I was going to feel different, but now that I have it, I don't feel the way I thought I was going to feel." And is that not interesting that this dude spent 2+ years chasing this?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? This
Yeah.
2+ years, and now you got exactly what you wanted. Like us Bloodline fans been saying, okay, you got it. Now what? Now what?
Right.
What's
Right.
next? He
You
did
know what?
not finish the story. They used that
You
to
know,
sell merch.
oh my God. Story? I cannot stand that word anymore. You
Because they
had me look up, she had me look up similes of the word story. And I'm like, all right,
let's
fine.
see.
Here.
Let's see.
The
What did you find in your research, bitch? What are some synonyms for
novel,
story?
novel, poem, I don't know.
Mm. Words, something other than the word story, because yes, Cody did not finish his story at all. I feel like that was purely to sell merch, which was brilliant, not gonna lie, it's brilliant
Smart
marketing.
move. Smart move. I'll take
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely, but in reality it's not a factual statement, because no, he's literally exactly where he was 2 years ago
Yeah.
with the title.
Yeah.
The only difference is he has the title, but he's still doing the same thing in the same ways with the same people. So
Yeah.
and let's be real, what's next for Cody? Is he just gonna beg Roman for a match, and like
Finish the
what is he gonna
novel.
do? Finish the novel? Right, Nick.
That
Exactly.
works. That honestly
Yeah.
works.
Finish the novel, since that's book of the story has not been closed.
I
I
have to
have
finish the
to
novel.
finish the novel. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. See, my research actually works. But
Yeah.
you know what else I'm looking forward to? The ratings. Because we
Oh.
know that people are saying SmackDown has been getting killed in the ratings, have been it's been the worst SmackDown in like a couple years and stuff. Now wait. Now what? I'm just saying that. Like it's gonna go
it's
skyrocket.
not it's not just a phrase. Hold on, let me get in frame. It's not just a phrase, it's a fact. Needle mover. Needle mover is who he is. Like it's like everybody's story was on hold until he came back. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, is that not? Let's see what did Brooke say here. I honestly feel like the reason he said that is because of how he won it. With his fans attacking Roman and Rock over foolishness, it wasn't genuine. Exactly, that's true. I agree
Yeah.
with that. And kind of to add to that, I think he also kind of resents, like, he'll, when I say he, I'm talking about Cody, he'll never say this, but I think deep down in his spirit he kind of resents that it took the fans basically bullying WWE into it to give him this match. Like, he didn't do that of his own accord. It basically took public outcry for him to get that match. And I think he feels some type of way about it. He won't say it, but I feel like he shows it, because that visual. I have watched the clip so many times of when Roman, he laid out Solo, when he like turned and looked at Cody. Just the visual. I said this last night on the Wrestling Experience, but just the visual of the way he was, like, Cody's laid out. His heart is beating fast. You see his chest
Yeah.
rising. He's laid out looking up at Roman, and you just see like the oh shoot look on his face, like and I'm over here, instead of Tiffy time, I'm like, it's tribal chief time. Your
It's
time
not
is up,
Tiffy
Playboy.
time. You know the other words. Just say the other
It's
word.
something it's something else, but this is a family friendly show. You're right. It
Come
it's family friendly.
on, he's in the chat right now.
you got to go back to the wrestling experience for that. We're
Yeah,
not
go
talking
to
about her
wrestling
here.
experience.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Shout
that's
out to
fine.
Earl. Yeah, go watch his show and you'll
That's
hear
fine.
what I really think about Tiffany. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's Tribal Chief time now. Like your time is up. I feel like you could see the dread on his face. Like he did look like a champion. He looked defeated. He looked sad, and I feel like Roman was just looking at him like, "We meet again. Here we are."
yeah.
So
It's
that being
always
said,
gonna happen.
for sure, for sure. That being said, this is something I have been dying to talk about because anyone who follows me, hey Nick, anyone who follows me on Twitter has seen my constant, vehement disagreement of Cody teaming up with Roman. I hate it. I feel like that's what they're trying to do, but I don't like it. Mitch, what are your true feelings on Roman and Cody teaming up at some point? Hey, Sunday.
Hey, Sunday, what is up? What is up? Um, it's just bound to happen. I feel like it always happens when like a big rivalry, a big thing ends, and then they always team up. I feel like it's so predictable, and I'm not a big fan of predictability. I am not, but I just see it happening. Who's gonna team with Roman if it's not Cody? Because I heard that Cody could go 1-on-1. You actually called this against Kevin Owens for the title. So who knows? It could be Roman. It could be Jimmy when he comes back. Roman and Jimmy, that's fine. So I
Sunday
think what
said gag. I, I think
Sorry about that.
yeah, I know it's coming. I know it's coming, but I guess what I would like to see in my anti Cody heart, I would love to see like okay, if he does team up with him, I would ultimately still like to see Roman turn on him and like basically use him the way that Cody used Jay, the way that he uses everybody else just to get what he wants, and then it's deuces. I would love to see him get a dose of his own medicine, and I will say the best WWE, if you're listening, run me my check eventually because we know you're going to do this. What they need to do in this story is turn Cody heel. They
You said
need to
story.
turn him.
You mean novel.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. The novel. Sorry. In this novel, they
Yeah.
need to turn Cody heel because he's not going to be believable as a face much longer. I don't think he's believable now. He does a lot of heel things right now. And
No.
off camera, let's be real, in his interviews, that comment he made about how people feel, what did he say? Like, oh, people who are jealous of me in a suit. What did you
Yeah.
see what he said about them? That's
I
not a
heard
big
that.
thing to say, sir. Is it
No.
your target
No.
demographic? The kids? Okay, I don't think the
But
kids should be hearing that.
yeah. Actually, let's go up to this comment real quick. Earl asked us, what's your favorite Roman moment on SmackDown?
Oh, there's so many.
There's so
So
many.
many.
There's so many.
I love this just because this was so well done. I loved when even though this was to Roman's detriment, I love the way that they did it. When they like kicked Jimmy out the first time and Jay was like, he was basically going off on him like you've done this and you've done that, but well, if you out, then I'm out too. And he super kicks Roman
That's mine.
because
That's
it was
honestly mine.
no.
That's mine. Deuces, that's mine.
I loved it because Roma he does a good job of looking like so distraught. Like at the end, he looks like, oh my god! I was like, he's a good actor. I loved it. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Actually, I got a second one.
What's that?
When Roman was sitting down on the couch when he first came back on SmackDown, he was just sitting there talking to, I forget who the manager was, but you turn the camera a little bit, there was Paul Heyman
Loved
right
it.
there. That was,
Loved it.
honestly, that's my number one. You can take the other one. This is my number one.
Okay, all right, that was a good
Yeah.
one too because it was like the catalyst for the whole Bloodline story because that was early on. That was what 2020, 2021. There's layers. I know Roman has said that, but again, he's not a liar. He layers. The layers just keep coming, layers and layers and layers. Um, I have been given another message here by the producer that
Yeah.
says it's going to be Roman versus Solo at the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania. Dun dun dun. Literally, that's literally what she wrote. I don't know about that, producer, but I do think we're going to get Roman versus Solo. Is that going to be at Bad Blood, Mitch?
Why do I think that is? I feel like that is going to be a Bad Blood at some point.
Because how fitting would it be? They should actually have multiple Bloodline matches at Bad Blood because Bad Blood,
Makes sense.
Bloodline. That's their
Hell in a
pay-per-view
Cell
anyway.
matches. First,
Yes,
they don't do first blood matches anymore.
they don't.
Can you imagine
Injected
if
into
they
my
did that for
veins.
the bloodline? Woo!
Oh man. Well, we know whoever I feel for whoever faces Jacob because they're gonna be hurting the next day. I agree,
Yeah.
Sunday. I agree. Oh man. Oh, that would be so good. It's gonna be so good.
Now
He
I got
we
an
want him in a lot of
idea,
matches.
right? I just got an idea. If they do the tag team out at Bash in Berlin, right? You got the tag team champions and Bloodline 2.0. Then you
Mhm.
have Roman and Jimmy. They can win the tag titles back. Can you imagine that?
Hmm.
Like,
Clever.
if that happens, I'm like, damn. How many?
You know,
Yeah.
that's actually clever because I said something kind of similar. I can't remember who I was talking to. Because you know how I feel about Cody. I said that I think that because we at this point, I'm just going to be honest. I sound like Earl now. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like Roman should kind of play mind games with Cody, and I don't think he should give him that rematch right away because we all know that rematch is going to benefit Cody more than Roman. Roman doesn't need it. Cody does. I think
Mm.
he should purposely go for another title, like almost just to spite him. So I
You
like
mean
that.
like
I like
what?
that.
The U.S. title?
Any other title, like literally any other
Oh,
title, like
Eddie.
just
Oh, okay.
so that falls in line with what you just said. Put him in the tag team title picture with Jacob. I like that.
Yeah.
So he can still hold some goal because let's be real, his render looks so naked. No title, no Ulafala. He just has his red glove. But I'm like,
It
where
still
is
has the
where?
aura, though. He still
Oh,
has the
of course.
aura. I mean,
Oh, man.
that is
Oh,
never going away.
oh no,
That's
sir.
never
No,
going away.
make no mistake. Oh no, he could have aura in a paper bag, but I'm just saying it's just so different than what we're used to seeing, like Ulafala. And sorry, I'm about to knock my camera over. Get too excited. But yes,
Right.
what did let's see, what did Nick say here? He said, I elevated the WWE title, so I'll do the same and run circles. Yeah, he will. He will. He's not a liar. He might tell you a joke, but he'll never tell you a lie.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Absolutely. Hey, hey, Cameron. Hello, chat. Oh, we got about 30 people here. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here. If you're new, please don't forget to like and subscribe on the way in. Thank you so much for being here. And if y'all have questions or you want to hear our opinions on things, please feel free to drop your questions or thoughts, questions, concerns in the chat. There's just so much to look forward to, but I really would like to. Okay, so what you said Bastion Berlin. You think they're going to set it up to be Roman and Jacob versus
Um,
Tamatanga and Tamaloa?
Solo. It'll have to be Solo, and the other guy with not the eye patch.
But he's not the tag team champion though. The tag team
Yeah,
champs are
but
Thomas.
they could do the Freebird rule. You know that rule? When like it's
Clever,
all four, they can do that.
clever.
So I'm
That
just
said the
saying,
guy
it could
without the
be
eye
one of
patch.
those. It could be one of those, the guy with not the eye patch, and the other one. I forget their like Tongaloa
Okay,
and Tamatanga. Got it.
Tamatanga is no eye patch. He's the one that goes. "Ta, ta, 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 ta." He makes like the Pikachu noises,
Yes.
or the
Okay.
Pokemon noises, and then eye patch is Tamaloa. I can't believe we're
Got it.
calling that man eye patch. No disrespect.
Well, yeah,
Please don't beat me up. Please don't beat me up. I still acknowledge you. Please don't beat me up. No disrespect. But yes, eye
can,
patchless Tamatanga, eye patch Tamaloa.
wait, hold on. I just remembered. I want to show you this. I'm going to show you the screen real quick. There's
Please.
someone in the bloodline that tweeted. I don't know if you saw this, but
Large eye emojis. Oh, Zilla. Oh. Not one, not two, but three hourglass emojis. Dun dun dun. What does that mean? What he's so cryptic. Him and Rikishi, I feel like they're like in the battle of who could be more cryptic, who can tell
right.
more riddles in their tweets and Instagram stories. Because, sir, what does that mean? Does that mean it's a matter of time till you get there? Is it a matter of time before someone else shows up? Because we've been talking about Haki. Oh, we did this last week. Hakulio.
Yeah,
We've been talking
yeah.
about him for a while. Is he officially signed? Is he on the roster? Is he going to come through?
I don't know. I call him Pat. I
Not
need to call him
Kendall.
that. I need to
Hey,
call him
Kendall,
that.
not Patches.
Thank you. If I'm a SpongeBob fan, so Patrick the pirate.
I'm so weak.
That works. That works for me.
Hey,
I,
you know
I
what we're talking
acknowledge you
about.
for that. I acknowledge you for that one.
I acknowledge him. Oh my gosh. Um, there's just it's. I feel like it's just a matter of like hurry up and wait. Um, what y'all finna do? Did I?
What is up, Coolio? What is
He's
up,
like,
Uncle Todd?
that's not how you pronounce.
And that's Uncle Todd, though. He's a part of the network.
That's not how you pronounce it. Hey, Paul Dennis, I too believe in Joe Hendry. I know
I do
that's not
too.
bloodline related, but yes, I too. I do believe in Joe Hendry. I like him. He's just the right amount of camp, camp, but it works for him. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Hold on. You said his name. He shall appear.
Hey, he. I really hope they sign him. They should not fumble him. Sign
I
that
agree.
contract.
I agree. But
Nick says
yeah.
he does.
So Zilla fought too. Yep.
So, hey, Sky. Hey, yes, that's right. One's up all the way. Absolutely. So tonight, in addition to, I guess this is something that we've discussed before, but I guess knowing what we know now, do
Yeah.
we think that how are they going to weave Jimmy back into this
Oh,
at this point? Now that
it's
Roman
got
is
to be
officially back,
it's got to be a beatdown, right? It
him
makes
beating down
sense.
Solo, he should get some restitution. I mean, they had a chair around his neck.
No, I was talking about them beating up Roman and then Jimmy coming out.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
I was like, I like your way too, but I'm like, yeah, I was thinking
No,
the other
I
way.
like it. I like it, man. What y'all finna do? Well, I know I'm not pronouncing it right. I know Sunday you told me last week. A couple people told me last week. Could y'all please do the phonetic pronunciation again? Because I know I'm not saying it right.
Oh,
The way you're spelling "Hi Coolio" like the rapper is.
yeah,
Yeah, I know, right, Nick? That he's been known to do that too because he's
yeah,
goofy like that. He has been known to just pop back up, like, "Don't worry about all the things I did before. Hey, I'm back."
yeah,
Um, uh, let's see, what did Brooke say? She said, "Since he's not drafted, I really do think it'll involve something with Jay." That does make sense, and
yeah.
I just have to reiterate once again how firmly against I am putting him in this love triangle, love story with Rhea. I feel like that's cheapening him when he's got family business. And I don't care if your family was cussing you out and beating you up. They need you. And you need to get back over there so you can get some gold again, sir. Because as much as I love him, yeet, we all know that it does not look like they're putting gold on him singularly. So, sir, jump back into a
Sarah's
tag
here.
team. Hey, Sarah. Hey. Welcome,
Sarah's here.
welcome. So yeah, that's my rant on Jay. Love Jay, want better for him, want him to hold gold, not with Sammy, but I know that's what they're gonna do, but I'm saying it anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the way they're gonna run it.
Jimmy makes a save. Yep. I like it. I like it because at this point they've got to let bygones be bygones because if not, they're gonna each be getting attacked. Like you just said, they're just gonna attack until he cool layo. He cool layo.
Hikule, I don't know.
He
Hikuleo.
phonetically it's he coolayo. He coolayo. The yeet
The
just
yeet.
triggered me. Activate. Did it activate?
Oh,
Yeet.
God. You know what? You know
I
what I'm
need to
gonna
take
do
pictures of
now?
it.
I
What's
got an
that?
idea. I need Cool Cat to make me a video. Instead of Roman, just do the yeet.
One quick yeet.
I'll have him do that. That'd be great.
I would love it. I love it. One quick yeet. I know
Yeah.
we're winding down here at 7:37. What are your final thoughts, Mitch?
Final thoughts on
Anything bloodline related? What we want to see tonight? What we're going to see in the future? What we don't want to
uh,
see? What we do want to see?
speaking of Cool Cat, you say his name and he shall appear.
Say his name. Yeah.
And
The producer is working double overtime. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Mariah literally wrote me a note that says, "Say his name and he will appear. I believe in Joe Hendry," with a clap hand.
Yes.
You can't
Yes.
see it. You can't see it because of the green screen, but it's literally a hand that says clap.
I don't know,
My
but
producer is
really quick, shout out to Cool Cat.
Acknowledge me!
There we go.
always, absolutely. It's not an issue. Absolutely. Yes. Man,
So
I'm just ready.
Yeah, I just got something.
What's that? A download?
So, that too. But I'm just thinking now. when is the Rock gonna pop? When is the Rock gonna return?
I
I know it's not
know.
gonna
I
be
was
tonight.
thinking
I know it's not gonna be tonight, but I'm just thinking it's gonna happen because I think he's the guy that's telling Solo what to do.
for sure, for sure,
So I'm like,
absolutely.
when is that gonna happen? Can you imagine he came back on tonight?
I
That'll be
do think I do think it is going to be. It might not be tonight, but I do think it is going to be Raw or SmackDown because he loves to do stuff like that. Just pop
true.
up, no rhyme or reason, not unannounced, unprovoked. I mean provoked, but you know what I'm saying. Just pop up and surprise us all, and come out and slap his arm 27 times.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see him because he did such a good heel turn, better than I expected. Because I don't know, I'm dating myself when I say this, but the Rock heel turn of like the late 90s, early 2000s, to me he was not really that dastardly, but this iteration of heel Rock was super dastardly. He was super. He was beating Cody in the ring with the belt. I felt sorry for him at the time, but I don't now. So I hope that it gives that, you know whatever the Bloodline 2.0 does from this point on, is they've got to start moving in that direction. They've got to drop more clues that it is The Rock, because they've been vague. Like, we know it because we follow it, but you know what I'm saying. I think they need to make that more clear so that, is The Rock going to be at War Games? Is he going to be in the background? Do you think he might actually fight?
I've been seeing so many different combinations for this War Games and Survivor Series. I've seen Rock in it. I have not seen The Rock in it. I've seen Sami Zayn in it. I've seen Cody Rhodes in it. I've seen every possible outcome known to man.
Yep, I agree. Sunday, before she went to Sunday, says, I hope The Rock wins. Wait, where did?
Oh yeah. Here you go. Yeah.
I hope The Rock wins. The best from Cody Alwardale. Yes, please. And The Rock's not coming back to lose. So if he's coming, he's winning. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Yes,
You're
I
good.
should clarify. If we'll see if Roman can get me to acknowledge him with the correct finger. That's so either one will do for me. I put up either one interchangeably.
Well,
Acknowledgement is
she was
acknowledgement.
talking about
Oh, oh, I get it.
yeah.
Now, why would you
Yeah.
want to do that? He's a face now. Isn't that what everybody wants? He's a
Right?
face. That's okay. He's happy go
I'm
lucky now,
telling
right?
what did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? You
You
know
said a lot
what's
of things
funny?
earlier, Mitch. I don't remember which.
No,
Got to be
okay.
more
I was
specific.
talking about how Earl and some people were like slightly to turn and like to acknowledge
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah.
Now Sarah's one of them.
Oh
I
yeah.
love Sarah. Sarah's great. But I'm just saying there's going to be more people. And you know what I've been doing ever since Roman has been away? I've been studying the history of Roman Reigns until
Me
he came
too.
back.
Me
So I'm
too.
like, I am captivated. Like,
I am
seriously.
Mitch, you have no idea how proud of you I am that you are now firmly on the island of relevancy, because there was a time where you kind of like had your pinky toe like grasping, but now you're
Yeah.
firmly here. I'm proud of you. For anyone else in the chat, if before you were a Roman hater and you're starting to see the light, I love this for you. I want everyone to live their best life, and that includes being, living in reality and being truthful. And I love that you are seeing that Roman is that dude. I love that for you. I'm not being
Well,
sarcastic. I'm
now
serious. Dead
I'm
serious.
like, it's you, and then it's Denise on the other side. I'm telling
But
you,
that,
I'm
but
like,
it
nuts.
doesn't have to be either or. I like AJ too. I have no beef with him. I like him. He's a
I
legend.
know.
You know,
AJ
he
Styles podcast coming soon. Stay tuned.
that's right. He's just not Samoan, and that's not his fault. There's nothing he can do about that. He's just not the bloodline. I like him too.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like a lot of other people. I have had some people ask me, like, do you like anybody else? How you like his Roman? No. I like other people too. I love Drew. I said I like Joe Hendry. I like a lot of people. I don't exclusively and only like bloodline members, but it's we just they have to be my favorites, but they're not the only
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Gotta think it would be smart for Rock to be in War Games. He can go in last and not much to do. So, yeah, I never thought of it like that.
I
I mean,
think he
he's done
should.
filming right now. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
nursing an injury, though. I think.
Mm-hmm. So
But
they
other
say.
than that, I know he's done filming. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, I will, because see, in the past, before WrestleMania, I was very anti Rock wrestling present day. I didn't want to see it. I was like, no, we don't need to see him wrestle. Just let him do like Stone
Thank
Cold,
you.
and but after WrestleMania, I will say he did so well. He was moving well. He looked great out there that I would be down for it. I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, so am I. Now, can you just imagine? Let's say Roman's out there, right? Let's just say he's out there. Here comes Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso. Like,
Ding 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 ding
it'll,
ding ding ding. Ding.
it'll just be. I don't want to use the word cinema. I just don't. I can't stand that word. I can't stand that word. I can't stand story anymore. Like, let's just go moment. Because this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm just going to
Oh
go a
yeah.
moment. Big time moment.
The crowd is going to go berserk for real. And I agree with what you said earlier. I hope they like let the moment breathe. I hope that they really let people feel the gravity of like what is happening in front of you, that we are now. I know a lot of people said we were in a new era at WrestleMania, but to me that didn't really feel like a new era because Roman wasn't in it. This feels like the start of the new era. Like this is day one to me, or tonight will be day one. This
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
said, Paul said,
Sarah,
what did Paul say?
uh,
You're such a
Martina,
light
you're such a
person.
light person, Mitch. I can sense you, bro. Good guy. There you go. It's because
Thank
of
you,
her I'm
Paul.
here. It's because of
Thank
her
you,
I'm
Paul.
here. So there you go.
Hey, I do what I can. Last night Earl called me. What did he say? I was the CEO of the Roman fan club or something like that. I'm like, I
CEO
received
of the
that.
Bloodline. I'm like,
That's
where did that come from?
it's a high honor. I receive it. I accept
Then what
that.
do
Thank
I?
you.
What am I? Just a big ooze?
You are, but see, what we're saying is that it's now. I'm passing it on to you now that I have spread the good word. Now it's your turn that you go out and
You know
each
how
one teach
difficult
one.
that is. You know how difficult that
No,
is.
all you have to do is send them a clip. And if they can't see it, send them an eye doctor. They'll see it eventually. It's okay. It's all right.
Gotcha.
Everybody comes in their own time. It's cool. It's
Yep.
cool.
And guys, really, really quick, we're also live streaming on Martina's Twitter right now. That's where the majority of our audience is right now. We're finally back.
Mhm.
She is verified. We got all of that. So make sure you follow her and myself on Twitter, as you can see down below. There you go.
Please and thank you. And thank you so much, Sarah. Oops, sorry, I keep taking
No,
the comment away.
no, you're fine.
Paul, Paul Martina and Mitch are the absolute best. They're both wonderful people. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sarah, thank you.
We
And thank you
loved
all
your
for being here.
list. We loved your list, by the way.
Thank
Your top
you.
10.
Oh, you
No,
mean Sarah?
I loved all of your lists. I don't want to get on anyone's bad side.
Her list was great. It was good. That was so fun. If y'all, hey Brandon, if
Hey,
y'all don't
what is
know,
up?
for those that don't know what you're talking about, if you're like, what list? Last night, Mitch and I both were on the wrestling experience, and we were giving our top 10 finishers list. And
Yeah.
actually, all four of us, we had a lot of crossover, same moves on our list. My number one was none other than the sharpshooter from the one, the only, the excellence of execution. Bret Hart,
Yes.
love me some sharpshooter. What was your number one, Mitch? I forgot.
Tombstone. I was the only one that did not have the
Oh yeah.
sharpshooter because I wasn't around when Bret Hart was doing the sharpshooter.
Mitch, you're gonna stop covertingly calling us old, because that's what that is. You're like, I'm so youthful. I have no idea. I wasn't
Hey,
here.
I'm
No,
turning 30 on
don't do us like
September
that.
4th. I'm turning 30 on September 4th.
Y'all catch that? Y'all catch that? So I love that shameless plug. I love it. We are going to have to make sure that we do something special for you, Mitch. We're very grateful for you. I do just want to see. I have my producer has given me yet another note. The producer is working double overtime today, y'all. 7 years old, hardest working girl in
I
the
love
business.
her. She's
Um,
great.
I I have received a note. She said that Roman is our tribal chief, and everyone should put up the ones. I kid you not. I know y'all like that girl didn't say that. She really did. Everyone put up your ones as we head on out here soon. I know it's 7:48. We're going to be heading out soon. I guess in closing, it is just a really epic moment that we're going to be witnessing tonight. And
See, even Sarah's calling me it.
oh yeah, the Big Goose is turning 30. You act like you're like 19. Like, I don't know who Bret Hart is. I've never seen a sharpshooter. Who is the
You
hitman? What
know
is
what's funny? I just got to say this real quick. I still get carded at movie theaters.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But
People
in
think I'm
wrestling lore,
young. People
sir,
think I'm, huh?
you
No,
are
I'm just
young.
saying. People think I'm like 18, and I'll take
You
it.
Now you are young. You are young. I'm not trying to play you about your age. I just think it's funny that you're like Bret Hart. Who is that? I've never heard of him. Like, sir, please be
Yeah, yeah. All
yes.
right, we got last minute, so if you want to
Yes,
close it
we do,
out.
y'all. I know we do a lot of goofing around, but again, thank y'all for being here. When we say we, I mean me. I do a lot of playing, but thank y'all for being here. We are going to
Wow.
be wrapping up soon. Don't forget to acknowledge your tribal chief today. We got, and is it? I know they've been changing because the Olympics. Is it on Fox tonight?
It's on Fox, yes.
Okay, because I was
September
like,
13th, it will be on USA Network.
there we go. All these network changes, they need to make a schedule. I'm like, okay, what's it? We're on
Yeah.
Sci-Fi, we're on USA, we're on Fox. Okay, so we're on Fox. Everybody go tune in. Every like Mitch was saying, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to Mitch's YouTube, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Follow, like, and follow us on Twitter. We're friendly. We'll like and follow you back. Any
Yeah.
final thoughts, Mitch?
Yes. Don't forget, actually, announcement, sort of. I'm not the only co-host on I mean, not as that. I'm her co-host on the Bloodline Effect, and I'm also her co-host on the Ones Club. So it's just like you're gonna see more of us. So
That's
you're gonna see
that's
much
right.
more of us.
That's right. I'm glad you said that. The Ones Club will return next week, I believe.
Yes.
We didn't
Yes.
have it this week because we were on there with Earl, but yes, we shall return next week. And don't forget to tune in. That will be on Thursday. And don't forget, we will
Well,
remind
remember, we're
you.
recording it, and then it's gonna be uploaded Friday morning.
I'm
Remember
glad you
that.
said that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You keep me on track. It's I'm just the
So
excitement has my brain overwhelmed.
Big Ooze has to do something.
Yes, 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 of course. Well, thank you so much for being here, Mitch. Thank you all for being here. Everybody be safe. And if you don't have anything else to say, I guess we'll just head on out.
Yep, we're gonna head on out. Shout out to London for this intro of the Bloodline Effect. We'll catch you guys
Yes,
on the SmackDown watch along at 8 o'clock on the
that's
Hardcore
right.
Sports Network YouTube and her YouTube and Nick's YouTube and London's YouTube.
And
And
then the
we're out.
post bell after that, the after show,
Yes, yes.
after the
I've had
party.
4 shows with Martina in the last 24 hours.
Hey, I mean,
I
what could
love
be
it.
better? What could be better?
Right? Right? All right, guys, we're out. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
bye, y'all. Bye.
Peace.